Joy to me is being worry and stress-free.
Knowing that you're stronger with two than you are with one.
I know that I'm not alone.
That the most important thing is you have to have hope, you have to have faith.
That empty hole started to fill, and he was my only hope. I've never felt so at peace and completely whole at the same time.
In Fairfield County, something new comes across my desk every day. Crimes are committed, cases are solved, and a community is made safe by the hardworking employees of the Fairfield County Sheriff's Office.
Welcome to This Week with Sheriff Dave Phelan, a weekly program here on LSN. We're also carried by a number of the radio affiliates here in Lancaster. Do appreciate you, the viewers and listeners that join us each and every week. Back by popular band. How long has it been?
It's been almost a year.
Almost a year. So. Sergeant Jesse Hendershot, our community relations, community policing sergeant. Jack of all trades.
That's right.
Do it all, right?
Yes. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
It's good to have you. How was your Christmas and New Year's?
Christmas was really good.
Yeah.
It was nice having some time off with the family, with the kids being off for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So had some good family time, and been some sickness. It's that time of year, so we're trying to get through all that and get back to what we're used to doing. So.
Yeah, I was talking to my son this morning, and he's a Columbus policeman. He said for 2 days he's been sick.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like going around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I had a little bit of food poisoning or the bug, so I was trying to get over that. Luckily, I was off. So.
I've heard that many times when you think you just got a little bug or your stomach's bothering you or things like that, it's a result of something you've eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely could have been. So, but the kids are doing good.
Yeah.
The youngest is 2.5 now, so, and the oldest is in drama, and the middle is in indoor soccer and Cub Scouts, so.
Yeah, you've got some cute kids, too.
Keeps the family busy.
I'll tell you. Well, we've got a lot of important things to talk about, because this summer, coming up, June 12th through the 17th, is the Police and Fire Games.
Yes.
And first of all, tell us a little bit about what the Police and Fire Games are.
Okay, the Police and Fire Games started back 39 years ago. This will be the 39th year. And they were reconstructed in 2008 with a new board of directors, with a new vision, trying to boost participation up. And it's basically just to get law enforcement, police, military now, all together, camaraderie, and just compete and have fun.
So it's a sporting kind of activity, right?
Yeah, you just want to get people back involved and getting in shape. With the younger generations out there now, things are starting to get a little bit lazier and relaxed, and just trying to keep people involved in things. So this is almost like the Olympics for the state of Ohio.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's actually only, that we know of, 4 of these left. There's the World Games, which is held in anywhere in the world every other year. The Canadian American Games, which is held every other year as well in Canada and America. Our games, and then the Las Vegas, Nevada Games, and that's it.
So what got you interested in this? I know you came to me well over a year ago and said, I would like to kind of get the ball rolling on this and have this right in Fairfield County.
Yeah, in 2008, I think it was, is when I first started. It was in Columbus, so it was local. Somehow I found it on the website somewhere, and it spiked my interest. And being a runner, I entered a bunch of the track events and did it 3 years in a row. And I enjoyed it. And then after 3 years, it just kept getting further and further away. I didn't feel like driving all that far.
So have these events been all over the United States?
All over the state of Ohio.
All over. So this is specific to the state of Ohio.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. And this year, in 2015, last year, it was actually in Youngstown.
Okay.
And Deputy Reed and I, after we found out we got the bid, after you approved it, we actually scheduled to go down there for 3 days, and we actually got to see a bunch of the events and how everything was ran.
So tell us a little bit about this timing, and certainly I'm going to guess that the citizens can come and watch.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about where it's going to be and some of the activities that we'll be seeing.
So team sports are kind of slowly drifting away because of time, with getting everyone together. Softball and basketball are still holding strong.
Okay.
We added something fun this year, a dodgeball tournament. So we're hoping that's a one-day event. We can get a bunch of teams together for that.
Okay.
And then, but the basketball is like a 6 to 10 man team, and then they come and compete for 2 or 3 days. And all the events are going to be held at different venues. When I first got assigned this, I had to line up event coordinators for everything. And some of the coordinators found their own venues, and then some of them I helped with getting the venues set up. So I've actually been working on this for approximately a year now. So.
And how many different type of this is almost like the Olympics here, right, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, there's right now right around 35 different events. So, we have 3D archery, which is going to be at the Coon Hunters Club,
okay.
And 5K, 10K. One of the big events is pistol shooting and rifle shooting. So that'll be, at the Baltimore range throughout the entire week.
Okay.
One of the other big events is weightlifting. So that'll be held on the Thursday and Friday, and there's a lot of new competitors coming in. A friend of mine who's actually a Columbus police officer broke some records in the bench pressing 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, so he got involved, so he's all excited it's coming back here. So.
Is there any type of age limit on this?
It's got to be 18.
Okay.
You have to be active or retired, police, fire, or military, and they've even opened it up to spouses. So,
really?
Yeah. So spouses are there along. I mean, they're police, fire, and military as well.
Okay.
So they've opened it up to them, and I think it's good for them.
It seems to me with this number of events, it's going to be kind of, in many ways, it's been difficult to kind of coordinate that. I'm going to guess you're going to have it at multi-locations throughout the county?
Yeah. Yeah, and some of the cycling events has taken the longest to try to find venues for. Because the criterium is usually held, on regular track, and we don't have anything like that around here, so we've had to improvise a little bit and come up with something. So we're pretty much down to the wire, and we have all the venues set. Dr. Grombach, he's our SWAT doctor. Appreciate him.
Okay.
He's actually got some property and a backhoe, and we're going to make an obstacle course.
Really?
So, yeah. So we wanted to do something a little bit different because the obstacle course numbers went down quite a bit. We want to do almost like a 5K, like a Warrior Dash almost. So make it a little fun. So
if someone is listening or viewing the program today, and they want to participate, what do they need to do?
All they have to do is go to the website, which is www.ohiopoliceandfiregames.org. I mean, if you Google it, it'll come right up, and then you can check out all the different events that they have, and the event descriptions. It'll tell you exactly what they go by. A lot of the age categories are different, and first, second, and third get medals, and it's only $40 to compete.
Okay.
So they've kept it at $40 since they've come in 2008, so they've been able to keep the numbers down.
And if how's the community going to know where to go for a specific event if they want to just go watch?
If they want to watch, usually they'll post stuff. Our command post is going to be at the Hampton Inn.
Okay.
So if they want any information, they can go there. And I'm not exactly sure if the community is going to know where each event's going to be, but they can.
And what we may want to do is put this on our website. So they could probably go to the Sheriff's Office website, which is www.sheriff.fairfield.oh.us, and we'd be able to probably list that or call my assistant, Kelly Roberts, in the office, and she can tell you.
Some of the events will be open. They can come watch, like the track events, definitely come out and participate and watching those. But some like the pistol events, that's going to be a private course. We're not going to want spectators down there, but spectators are more than welcome to come. So we scheduled one of our deputies to come out the entire week. He's going to be filming everything. So. And
you mentioned dodgeball. There's some other things that may be unusual when you don't really think of a sporting event or an athletic activity.
One of the weirdest ones is actually cornhole.
Cornhole.
So the backyard game cornhole. Somebody wanted to do it one year at their place, so they started it up. And last year they got almost 30 competitors in the cornhole.
Really?
So we have the Moose Lodge, So we have more than enough room this year, so we're going to hopefully boost the numbers of that up.
And can people start signing up now?
Yeah, registration opened up January 1st.
Okay, so it just opened up.
Just opened up. Last year they ran into some issues with trying to get everything finalized with event descriptions, so it didn't open up until February, and that kind of hurt. So we wanted to make sure ours was ready to go. And I don't know how many people signed up, but what I've been told by the board is police and fire personnel are procrastinators. So,
really?
So a lot of times we won't even find out. They can sign up all the way up until the day of.
And typically, when you went to Youngstown, how many people participate in these events?
Usually around 500 to 1,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's
I'm surprised.
Yeah, it's a pretty big number.
So I'm going to guess that this is going to really be a plus for Fairfield County. It's going to bring a lot of people in to use hotels, the restaurants, and things like that. Big plus.
We have 3 hotels, on the main Memorial Drive that we've already locked in, and one of them, thankfully, we found a canine-friendly one, which is the Holiday Inn.
Okay.
So all the canine competitions, they can come in, and they don't have to stay out of county anywhere.
So now, what are you going to participate in? What's your specialty?
That's to be determined. So, but I definitely have to compete in a couple things. I want to.
Right.
So.
So what is your? I mean, you're a jogger. You were in jogger probably in high school, right?
Yeah. Yeah. When I did the Canadian American Games when they were in Dublin.
Okay.
And I did the toughest competitor alive, which is something that we don't have, but it was 8 events in one day, and
wow.
I was probably in the best shape, post high school career.
Right.
I was the best shape I had been in a while. So, and I did the 5K course and then some of the track events
in one day.
And yeah. So so it's pretty fun. I think one of the things that's going to be a hit that they've never done before is CrossFit. Now CrossFit has the title name, and we call it something different. But the guy that's doing that for us is CrossFit 740.
Okay.
And he said, his usual Saturday competitions, he has close to 100 competitors.
Now you will have an opening ceremony, right?
Correct.
And when is that?
June 12th.
June 12th.
Yep.
And tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so June 12th is going to be our opening ceremonies, and 6 o'clock is when we're going to do that. And then we're going to have, blessing of the badges. I invited Pastor Cordell to come.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about a little bit about the games and what they are, and the board of directors will be there. And then we decided to do something a little different this year that they've never done before, and that's have a celebration.
Okay.
So
wow.
From 6:30 to 9:30, we're actually going to be at the fairgrounds here in Lancaster, and we're going to have a celebration. And my idea was to, involve the community. So, we invited all the police, military, and fire out there. So we're going to have, Columbus is going to be there, hopefully with their helicopter and their equipment. We're going to be there, the local fire departments. So we're actually going to be lining the track up with police, fire, and military stuff. And then we got a bunch of vendors coming in, and they're coming in for free.
Wow.
So one of the latest ones we got was Tag M, which is a local business here in Lancaster. So they're going to come out with their mobile unit, and all the kids can play laser tag. But we have Tyler's Light's going to be there. Aha Museum's going to be doing face painting, and there's going to be bounce houses. There's going to be stuff for adults and for kids.
Lots of good stuff. We're almost out of time. I'd like to have you back next week to talk a little bit about the Community Watch program. And we had a Run Your Stash Off a month or so ago, and talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
Jesse Hendershot, our sergeant, in charge of our community relations and many, many other responsibilities. Clock on the wall says we've got to go until next week, same time, same place. God bless. If you're driving, buckle up, and we'll see you right here next week.
These waters were woven into the culture of Native American tribes. The descendants of the early Europeans built a business here based on agriculture. And today, this unique destination in the central Ohio countryside comes to life with stories and memories centuries old. The Fairfield County Historical Parks invites you to amazing Rock Mill. Above the falls of the Hocking River Gorge, here together, nature and man have created some truly American stories that you'll want to experience with the entire family. Visit us or learn more about Rock Mill and the largest wooden water wheel in the nation at historicalparks.org.